What's up, Clanners? This is Ezeldog from Red Hot Heat here with the next Red Hot replay against Adults War. This one was also a little tight. We won by 2 stars. Gun was able to 2-star this second to top base, and we got the 2-star here, 3-star, excuse me. We got the 2-star on the Town Hall 10. We might take a look at that, but definitely his because it's a known internet base, and I want everyone in the clan to be able to 3-star that base if necessary. We'll just go ahead and start down here at the bottom and see who got what. We're going to skip the Town Hall 7s. Let's take a look at a Windshard replay. We haven't done one of those in a while. Okay, we'll just take the upper of the 2. He's putting down a giant and some hogs to get the clan castle lure. Invest enough to get the defense and the lure at the same time. Check that little area for traps. Spring traps, didn't find any. This is a golem push one. I think I know why. These gaps here are the giant bomb possible locations. And if you look at the pathing, archer tower, air defense, sweeper, it looks like your hogs are designed to go in that direction. Look at the pathing here. Cannon, mortar, air defense, and everything just seems to funnel into this area. So he's coming from this side with the golem push to try to get into those gaps, and that's why he chose those gaps over these ones over here, because of that. Let's just stop for another second. The pathing over here does not really lead to this air defense. Cannon, archer tower, you're going to be going this way around, and then you're going to end up here on this air defense going in. So the pathing suggests that the double bombs are over here where the king is. So this golem push is designed to get the troops in there. I think they don't actually end up going in and tripping everything, but they just kill everything that the hogs would even go near, which serves the same purpose. And I said this a couple of videos ago about balloons. If you remember from the old days, the holo, the point of the balloons wasn't to necessarily take out the whole base, but to break the hog ring and keep the hogs from going toward the traps. So here his golem push is sort of doing the same thing. It's not really destroying any bombs, but it's keeping his hogs from going to the bombs. Okay, so you saw the single bomb there with some baby bombs, and this spot had a Tesla. It does strongly imply that the double set is in there, but they just never get tripped. So whether you don't trip them or do trigger them, but if you don't trip them but keep your hogs away, the same purpose is served, and that can be done with your kill squad and golem push. It can be done with some balloons or even just some sacrificial hogs. Are all different ways to either trip those bombs or, again, just keep your hogs from even going there. All right, but this is a good example of maybe trying to understand the pathing to be able to anticipate how someone's pathing you toward their double bombs, and you can tell a likely double bomb spot from an unlikely one. Okay, let's take a look at Goku. He's coming in here with a GoLaLoon, I believe, probably a 1 golem, cold-blooded. There it is, going right at the queen. Wizards are creating his funnel over here on the side. A lot of trash buildings and storages. The jump goes down. He probably could have waited on that jump maybe a little bit for the wizards to catch up, but it's okay. I think the king there is early, but he actually beats the clan castle to the queen. A lot of times they say the king should be late so that the clan castle troops come out and they're dealt with, or they're locked onto a golem before the king comes in, and then you send the king in after. He got the king in before. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it worked. And he got an air defense, so now he's starting here around the bottom with 1 hound, and he's using his balloons just on normal speed, just raging the ones that are getting that air defense, and that's going to force everything up toward the 2nd and 3rd air defense. So much tanking going on, and still 2 rages to get his stuff in there and to cover those Teslas. Nice use of the poison there as those air skeletons go up into the vicinity, and so they're dealt with by the poison. And he ends up using both rages just on the air defenses. Doesn't have a rage for the Teslas, but there's a hound still up, and it tanks for the balloons into the core. And the minions go down for cleanup. There's 1 more hound. This is where you want your hound to catch a black bomb and bust. but it's not going to. It is, though, fortunately going to get out ahead, and hopefully this archer tower busts it. Let's see. Oh, guess not. Okay, so he's not going to get any more pups for cleanup, but his minions are around, his other pups are around, the balloons are going to take out the town hall, which is very high HP, and then they're going to go to a storage, which is also high HP, so that's good. Alright, nice work there by Goku. 99, 100. Okay. Moving on up, Sir Patrick, Goku, Giant, Sir Patrick, okay, Giant. Then this is going to bring us to the gun section of the war. Let's watch his first regular attack, and then we'll watch the one on the internet base and call it a day. Gun has used some nice Valkyrie work here. GoVaLo, I guess, Golem Valk Balloon. And he's exploiting these empty cores. He's done this for a couple of wars now. There was that one where I ripped on him saying he was going for 99%. I want to say something about what this is a 3-star, so it's obviously great. He's trying to path his Valks into the middle. And some of his Valks end up going up here around the top, like 4 of them, like half. It doesn't cost him the raid. And I don't have a lot of practice with the Valk pathing because I'm really afraid of it. But I wonder, you know, as soon as these side things are down, shouldn't he drop his Valks now and get them into these side-by-side buildings? Because that's what they're drawn to. They're drawn to side-by-side buildings over anything else. They're not going to try to go through the walls against this cannon and archer tower. If you put them down a second ago, before that dark elixir storage went down, because now look what happens to these 4. They decide that that's a more tempting target. Okay? Gun's doing better than anyone with them, and I don't mean to criticize, but just when to drop your Valks and how to get them to go is a huge concern for anyone trying to use GoHo or GoVaLo attacks. But once the Valks are in the core with his heroes and with his golems, they're under-healed. I think they got raged, and now the role of the balloons is to clean up all this ring stuff from behind, while some of these cannons and archer towers are shooting into the core at the high HP troops that are being tanked from the inside, or you just try to catch up on defenses that are overwhelmed. In this case, I think if the core hadn't still been tanking, his balloons wouldn't have made it, but he sent the balloons in while that core stuff was still up. While the king was still up, obviously the golem is going to be up throughout the whole raid. Usually when you're tanking, you're putting things out in front of the troop you're trying to protect, the wizards or the witches. Here, it's a little bit reversed, okay? But the tanking is still occurring. So great attack by Gun, even with the bad Valk pathing. I don't blame him. I think there's a swag poison. A lot of YouTubers like Jake will say the Valk is the hardest troop in the game to control, and I admire him for going for it and being pretty successful with his Valk attacks. Alright, we're going to check out what he does on this internet base. There are videos on how to defeat this. I think we've seen this in 3 wars now, maybe 4. We've seen it in the last, I think, 2 in a row. This big ring with the core that's just so far away from everything. So the base is designed to force your troops to go around the side. If you try to balloon it, your balloons just won't go into the core. The hogs won't go into the core. It's very difficult. They just go around the sides. So the solution is giants and healers, or golems and healers, or some kind of just tanky troop, and you just march around the core around the ring with healers and a ton of firepower behind them, with witches and wizards and rages. Some of your troops are going to stray. When you start in the middle, it's very hard to get everybody to go in one direction, but that's okay. It's just saving you time. I think the king, he actually misses his king ability and loses a little bit of DPS over there for that. But you can not do this attack perfectly and still make it as long as you march everything around the sides. You've got your, again, it could be a golem or 2. The videos that we've seen, I forget the name of the clan, the Fallen Misfits video, they call for 12 giants and 6 max CC giants, so 12 level 7s and 6 level 7s, 12 level 6s and 6 level 7s. I think 4 healers or something like that, and then just enough witches and wizards. Now, how do you get into the core and take that out once you reach this point? You have a few options. The standard way that we've seen is with a jump spell. Once the troops get all the way around the sides, they've cleaned everything out. You jump to the core, and then you just overwhelm. It's 4 Teslas and 2 crossbows. It's not that much in the core. You can see he's using some extra wizards there to funnel in and speed it up. The queen comes out. You know, the queen I've seen in this base, sometimes she's on one side or the other. Some things get moved around, but it's all pretty much the same. You can also clean out this core if you have hogs. If you have like 10 or 12 hogs and you save a heal spell or 2 for them, they can wipe out the core. But I think that's a little tough because you need those troop space for damage to go behind your giants. So it seems like the best way is to just jump your giants in at the end and pummel them with wizards and witches. Okay? So next time we see this, hopefully all of our Town Hall 9s will be prepared to take that base out. And maybe they'll be fighting for who gets to do it first. Because we have had some people 1-star it or fail it when they didn't realize what the formula was. Okay, so I hope that helps out our clan and maybe some others. Until the next war, which is a really kind of a massacre right now against Chubbies. It was almost going to be a perfect war. It may still be maybe 44 out of 45 stars, but we only got a 2-star on the Town Hall 10. This Town Hall 10 was a 3-star. So we'll show that one next war. Until then, this is Ezel Dog from the Red Hot Heat with the Red Hot Replays, and thank you for watching.